haven't watched this guy since like Worlds last year, he had played a handful of games with TL before playoffs, and he was a sub in summer last year, and him and Yon have improved so much since last year's Worlds. So TL has push in mid and they have push in top, so they're feeling pretty good. You could see that the clone from APA, he actually just sent it up over towards Raptors and had the recall there, which extends the clone animation, so he had a little bit of scouting. And now Core going to move in. LNG didn't actually get to trade anything on the other side of the map. We'll see if they can look for an angle here on Yon, though, as they have found him a little bit exposed. Not confident to go for it, though, because I don't actually think that Core was ever spotted leaving lane, so they're not sure if he's in that side brush, and it's going to be TL's looking for their play mid.
Pull the double whammy onto Scout. Pop Blossom down, interrupts the jump, and Tangle Barbs hits max range. He flashed in a straight line, and that's an easy rush into the wall.
Just farming it out. APA does have that slight farm advantage, as well as the assist.
They didn't think he'd stick around. Weiwei just stayed up until he could find the play, and Core JJ is going to be the victim. Gala,
Gala's flash. This is looking like it's just going to be a 6-grub game here for TL, and they're going to be feeling really happy about that, especially when you consider the fact that Jax is in this game, someone who can play through side lanes very well later on. But even if they do just end up getting the 5, they're going to be pretty happy about that, as Hung's looking mid with Zika.
APA may be in a bit of trouble. They picked the wrong target, though. He tries to cut out first, but drawn back into the Magnet Storm as Omti tries to carry. Even though he's brought Zika back into turret range, it's not enough damage. They find the mid laner of TL.
Is obviously in mid lane, so I do think they're likely to just give this one up. But LNG at least poking around, Hung just making sure that there is space for Gala to
round. It's a good attempt, but now...
Oh, they're looking for Zika.
It's a cheeky minion. Now that's a sus guy. How did he get here, says Zika, as he's got his flash available on the wrong side of the rift, but a Pop Blossom down means it's an easy kill.
The popular build right now on this patch, but a lot of Nico players, do go different builds, Proto Belt, things like that. So we'll see where he is going to play.
Turret going as well, by the way.
LNG are able to take that top lane turret, and we'll see. As it's going to be another flash force there by Umti, but Umti is going to be in some trouble.
He is in no man's land, but he won't get pulled out of the wall, so he drifts his way out. TL are still thinking about the engage as Zenith Blade turns it on its head. Solar Flare onto Gala on the back. Pop Blossom is no one. Gala flashes away and Hung disengages rather, resets up the equalizer, hurting as well, separating TL from one another.
And went out pretty massively because Scout wasn't even there. So Scout's taking the bot lane tier 1. They're going to crash the Herald into mid. They're likely going to get both of these towers. And that is going to open up a significant advantage for LNG. TL really overcommitting in that top side, or Umti either. Core in a spot here could be dangerous.
He engaged onto that. He's now used his Solar Flare, but Hung and Zika are the ones in trouble. Omti rams him in, but he doesn't get until the Impale brings it back. Locked in place. Zika is a free target for Yon to get a kill. Lower health bars on the
massive HP advantage if they can make this time.
Impact has everything available though. Curtain Call is brought into the forefront as TL's top laner thinks of an angle himself, but Core JJ has to absorb the bullet onto the back line. No, it's going over to TL the Dragon, but they're caught in the middle. The TP bringing Zika back in as you labeled before as Omti drives out of there. TL looking for the grand escape, but Impact's now lost his team. He's behind enemy lines, but not for much longer as LNG look for another chase down. Yon is so low. Core JJ in kill range as well. He'll sacrifice his life, giving another kill over for the Dragon that makes 2. LNG gets some gold back.
Honestly, not that bad though, because they're going to get the mid lane tier 1 as well. So
LNG, gone. There's a what? You see the Baron?
That was bizarre.
What in the OME was that?
There's somehow the TL was only on the bottom side of the pit, and because there are some weird wards on the map where they don't give you the vision where you think they would.
Observer toggled vision.
And now Impact's coming from below. They're going to look for the fight. Here comes Nico.
Remember, Yon as well can find the angle. As you said, that's only a clone. Impact has already teleported in, but it's a crushing blow. Impact finds a one-man as the Pop Blossom on 2 on the edge is good, but Hung keeps him at bay. Zika just runs through the rest of them with a good old g'day as he burns them down. Core JJ's next. You can see Hung on this rel played such a big role, and TL not getting the perfect fight we wanted. Second item here. So here we go. TL just going to try and push through mid as LNG look for another angle or in this game. And specifically not sure as Impale goes golden and Zika just avoids, but a Tangle Barbs as well. Equalizes down. Zika has his own time to spare, but he's not dead yet. He's not dead. Scout teleported in, sends him skyward, but Gala's ulti tags on the back end. APA lucky to be alive as Yon as well. These 2 carries are too low. TL need to scram, but he can't get away. That's Omti stuck in the ground as LNG just take him out for free.
Yeah, that's awful. There was a great equalizer from Zika to buy some time, and TL just kind of panicked and and just tried to run for it there. It looked like they thought someone else is going to finish it off, surely, but no one else was able to stay and finish it off, and now Corkadai, this could be Baron potentially. Is this going to be spawning soon?
It's a permafrost, it's an easy kill. Nice Magnet Storm from Hung. Gala picks it up, and as you said, that
Fights, TL just has not had it.
And if they go wrong, again, we talked about Scout, what he can do in sides, but for now he's joined the team. Impale didn't hit. General, what are we doing? How can you lead the troops like that? As LNG converge on his position, and he'll be taken out. 0-7 to that guy for 40 seconds while Baron's up in a 5 versus 4.
Yeah, TL really failing on some of these execution plays. They're looking very nervous, and now LNG are on the Baron. APA does have an angle here on a potential flank, but so does Hung below. Yon gonna spot him now.
Core JJ is gonna get whacked for a few to start it off. A good shattering strike to equalizer, laid perfectly to bear. Core JJ's ticking down. APA finally hits an ulti though, but the Magnet Storm is already back up. Can they get the damage down? You know the answer's no when Scout is hitting around, but Impact buys some time against these carries. He picked up a triple, but Gala and Scout are still standing, and that's all.
Will continue just about that 3,000 gold lead. Finally, APA finding a good engage.
He's just walked from mid-wave as simply a clone for now. It takes the bait of LNG as Impact walks into the pit at 4K. Weiwei thinks about flipping the game, and classic LPL style in front of the pit. He does flip for the Baron. It goes to LNG. The curtain call sits over the wall and now looks for new targets as Yon has to get out of there. He's getting fried. He walks from the last 4 shot. That's good, but Zika now walking in after overheating himself, and LNG as a 5-stack. See blood. It's good burst damage here from APA off the side, and Yon helps with that, but it hasn't stopped here. LNG just
here. They're gonna look for Scout. Remember, he has no cleanse. If they can land the CC, they can get him.
Minions, Pop Blossom, he did his homework, but he has to flush away from Omti while the turret goes down regardless.
This tower here, but Yon with Core on the side. They got to start clearing out this wave if they can. LNG could try to push the tempo here. They're going to go. They're
going to continue forward. As you said, the turret's going to turn into mincemeat. It's Core JJ locked on in. He turns into a Zenith Blade because he can only engage, but Gala takes him downtown. A 4th shot into the ground as Omti tries to get it once again. It is support for now, but TL have lost too much damage on their jungler again. A Chin ulti, easy as that, as APA almost gets clipped on the side. It's Zika who goes golden, buys time. It ticks over anyway, and that makes a double hit for Gala. LNG in front of the Nexus turret at 34 minutes. Yes, it was back and forth for a while. Yes, TL had some options, but LNG remained valiant. And in their first game of Worlds here on the Swiss stage, the LPL 3rd seed as they run into Impact and burn down the rest will take their first win to lead them 1-0.
Well done by LNG. Scout and Gala standing strong here for the LPL, for LNG.